put the thing all the way in.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Give to the back. Just enough there to get it to the 25 and pick up of 2. And the Golden Eagles headed quickly to the line. On 3rd down, going up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Golden Eagles line up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. No fair catches here, looking for room. They made the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Finds his way for 3 after the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Drive comes from the 35-yard line. Power football with the run.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Braxton. Quick completion on the out. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Golden Eagles want to move quickly. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Caught near the sticks, it's Pittman. They'll get it to the 48, no need to measure it to 1st down. And so you got a guy who makes a play downfield like that. How anxious do you think they're going to be to continue in man coverage?
Yeah, I don't know, Reese. They're going to need a plan. They're going to maybe want to think about more zone coverage or maybe even bracketing this running back if he decides to come out of the backfield, because right now they don't seem to...
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Golden Eagles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Top. Fires to the middle. Working that left side. They They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. And the 3rd down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th down.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own in great field position.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down, they were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Francis. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
The Golden Hurricane needing a big play to keep this drive going. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires to the right. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
Watching this DB on film, I just love his ability to break on the ball, and I think he was anticipating on 3rd and long that time, the offense throwing it right around the sticks. So he was able to drive on the football and secure that interception.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. On the run, deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open and could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. What a job to lay out and make the catch. And the Golden Eagles racing to the line in a hurry-up.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out that ball.
Oh, he's got some space. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The Golden Eagles will line it up on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Southern Miss. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking to pass. It's Francis. Throws to the tight end. Snag in the middle. It's forward. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And after that long completion for their first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
The give on the inside. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Looking downfield on first down. Sets up the screen. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. The give to the tailback. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Wide receiver going in motion. They're threatening to score and they'll throw it. Caught in the backfield, it's Richardson. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And there are certain guys that I want to make sure I hone in on, and I do not give them the football in space. And this running back is one of those guys. Really good job by the defense, keeping their eyes on their keys and not letting him sneak out and get any kind of space. As soon as he touched it, he was on the ground.
They've got the screen set up. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Hurricane. A great catch and run for 6.
And how about the OC slipping in the screen pass? Try to mix it up, slow down that pass rush, let it come up the field a little bit, get it to your running back, let him do the rest. Nice blocking, nice play call, throwing the screen to change it up a little bit and get the big touchdown.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. From inside his own 10. And he bumps it up inside the 20. And the defense jumps on it and they get that turnover.
And this kickoff coverage team, they just get to the ball carrier. They are flying around. They're beating their blocks. The ability to create a turnover on a special teams play like this, and that is massive. And now it sets them up in great field position.
On the ground, it's Richardson. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Scanning the field, it's Francis. Quick strike complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Tulsa wasting no time. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. The referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the field goal unit will stay put as the head coach decides to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now, all this stem in the defensive line. They're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Through the air, it's Braxton. Firing to the right, complete. Wide open space. It's a seam wide open. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver?
The fake, and he wants to throw. Strong, firm tackle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Hand off from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? To the ground with the back. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Also trying to move the chains on 3rd and short. Has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Also trying to power ahead on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Francis. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Also will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A low-line drive and not his best work. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Going up top. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Southern Miss. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Man, that's a play This kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
This quarterback part of their running game. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. He calls for the fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing it that ball would just trickle into the end zone. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Richardson. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Pulls it, fires to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Tulsa in a tough spot here on 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Francis. Working the big fella downfield and outside. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can't stop the clock. Wants to go up top on first down. And they can't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
The Golden Hurricane needing a big play to keep this drive going. Looking to throw on 3rd. That's reeled in. It's Richardson. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Tulsa comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to set up the screen. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. He was hoping for that interception return for the touchdown, but he's brought down at the 27.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Throws to the wideout. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards in field position. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. at the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds, and this offense trying to put something together. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Trying to get behind the defense. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
Listen, end of the first half, that's exactly what you want to do. You don't care about the incompletion. You're chucking that thing up, trying to make a big play, trying to get the Hail Mary.
Looking for a man. It's Francis. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. They finally make the stop, and that's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Golden Eagles will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw on first down. Looking left. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Tips, deflections, those are such good things for defense. A lot of times they lead to interceptions, big plays. Just try to get any kind of disruption you can.
They'll go to the air. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Get it out on the screen. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Release to the back. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all...
Touchdown, Southern Miss. And the pummeling has started.
Man, talk about playing complementary football. You get the sudden change, you get the turnover, and now you turn it into points immediately. Nice job by the defense forcing it, the offense taking advantage, putting points on the board.
And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Pocket breaking down. Finds his tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's got enough, and it'll be a first down for Tulsa. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the third quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Gets it to him on the screen. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Also trying to move the chains on third and short. Francis. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end. You're expecting them to punt.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Here comes the heat. And as he throws.
Yeah, this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB. Finally getting some pressure. Finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
To the air on second down. Going for the big play. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, these DBs better stay ready, man. I know you're losing the game by a lot right now, but this offense is still taking shots. You've got to continue to stay ready and make plays like they were able to do on that last one, forcing the incompletion.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
To throw, it's Braxton. He lets one fly deep. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. And they take it in for 6 more points.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And he made the extra point without problem. The fair catch and makes it deep in his own end, and he might have been better off seeing a death ball would just trickle into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the running back. There he goes. Turning on the Jets. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
I love that play call. This offense is going to run the football. They're not just going to do it between the tackles, but they're going to attack you outside. You saw that with that handoff. They get to the right. They get him in space using his speed. Good play call. They
run the reverse. Outstanding work by this defense reading their keys, staying at home, and knocking him down for a loss. The Golden Hurricane way behind the chains here on second down. They're testing the right side here. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The Golden Hurricane needing a huge chunk play to convert on third down. Back to throw, it's Francis. Shoots it to the left. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. The quarterback would love to have that throw back, but at least he'll brag that he overthrew that dude.
my arm strength is elite. You see that? I can overthrow guys that can run like that. Yeah, that's probably not what's coming to mind, but man, you just want to put it out there. Maybe put a little bit more air underneath it. Not a lot more when you got a guy that fast, but man, that's probably one he wants back.
Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll park it right around the 25. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. He wants to take the top off. Makes the catch on the left. Hits the crease. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Miss. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We've got to figure something out. We've got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live for the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
He makes the fair catch deep in his own end, and I get the criticism, but man, he probably wanted to at least save a few yards of field position. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Wants to throw. It's Francis. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. You just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
That's why as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on third down, because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here, because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Got a man. It's Jones. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Golden Eagles want to pick up the tempo. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And his throw is incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Still looking, on the move. A shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score. Fourth quarter, huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make sure that you're playing it safe and conservative. Or you can just go for rub it in your face, eat that. I don't like the other approach.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth.
There are a lot of people watching this game that are thinking to themselves, where's the sportsmanship? You're blowing this team out. Why are you going for it on fourth down? Why not just punt, give it back, and just leave here with the double? That's because this coach wants his guys to keep executing. I played for a coach in college that would have done the same thing. The backups are on the field. They get an opportunity to run your playbook, so let them do it. At the end of the day, you've got to force the opponent to stop. And that's what they're doing. That's the mindset. I got to be honest, I like it.
Fights off the defender. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when you break out the hit stick. When you come and that guy gets struck and he goes backwards, that's how you bring it.
Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You've got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. They got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Now, honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Bearcats will be made just inside his own 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive for the 25. Quarterback keeper. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
This offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays. If you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done manually.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. A run for the quarterback. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment, because today, it was not a good day.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game, well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Dropping back, it's Braxton. Lets it fly deep downfield. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments of individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Love working with you guys. Love being in the booth. Love covering these football games. I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Hauls it in the first down and more. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. And the Golden Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
It's caught. Stopped right at the 2-yard line after the catch, and it'll be first down goal to go. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going up.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Reese Davis signing off, and we'll see you next season for another presentation of EA Sports College Football.